So who are the Langarans? You'll find out right after this. Hey everybody, I'm Taylor and I'm the Stargate guy, where I talk to you about everything and anything Stargate. Today's another racial profile and we're looking at the Langarans. The Langarans are from a planet named Langara. Go figure. And that is also the planet where the character Jonas Quinn is from. Jonas Quinn, of course, joined the SG team in Season 6 and only remained for 1 year. The planet that Langara is on also is known as P2S43C. Now, this planet used to be controlled by the Goa'uld Thanos. Thanos, however, was overthrown by the humans, but while he was there, he started to make a substance known as Nequadria, which is where he takes Naquadah and he changes it so that it can be more powerful. After Thanos was kicked to the curb, they formed 3 different nations: Kelowna, Terrania, and the Indari Federation. At the point where we meet them, this civilization seems to be at the technological level of around World War II-ish, before jet propulsion and antibiotics. However, they were working on their version of an atomic bomb. Terrania and the Indari Federation seemed to form an alliance, and Kelowna was really worried about its security, and enough so that they were ready to do a preemptive strike. Jonas, as we met him, was a young person working on this project, basically the Manhattan Project, but you know, Colonian version. Jonas was against this after he understood that this was not the way, and how, you know, bombs tend to like kill people and divide people and not really bring them together so much. After the death of Daniel Jackson, Jonas took some Nequadria from the project and came to Earth, where he was named an enemy of the state. The Colonians actually did detonate their giant freaking bomb. And surprisingly, tensions tended to de-escalate, although begrudgingly. These 3 countries came to the table and they actually formed a new joint union. And they renamed their planet to Langara and declared themselves Langarans as a show of their unified nature. This, of course, was more solidified after the threat of the entire planet being destroyed by the Goa'uld seemed to come back. Up until that point, everyone was just kind of, but you know, including the diplomats, so you know, that works out great. Doesn't remind me of politics at all. So needless to say that the diplomacy between these 3 nations could use a little bit of work. This was exemplified when Jonas Quinn found out that Nequadria was not natural, that it was formed from Naquadah, and that the Nequadria was about to hit a gigantic Naquadah deposit, which would have caused a huge gigantic explosion, destroying, absolutely obliterating his own country, and which would throw the entire world into well, death and despair and everyone dying. And yet the other 2 countries are like, gigantic explosion, world-ending thing, whatever, we'll give you some medical aid, maybe. During the Ori invasion of the Milky Way galaxy, Langara was actually taken over by the Ori. However, it is presumed that after the Arc of Truth, that is when Langara reached its independence from the Ori, since the Ori themselves were destroyed. But in 2010, later on, the Langarans built a power station that directly tapped into the Naquadah-rich core of their planet. Both Earth and the Aleutian Alliance had petitioned the planet in order to use their Stargate to dial the 9th chevron. However, the Langarans kept insisting that they already have tried this and that it caused so much instability in their core that it was a really, really bad idea to do this. McKay, on the other hand, believing that he knows more than everyone in the galaxy, believed that this was statistically impossible. And after a attempt to try to forcibly take the gate by Earth and send people through, and that was a gigantic diplomatic disaster. For that, you need to watch SGU episode Seizure. However, one of the things that did come from this is that Earth, in order to help make up for its gigantic debacle, was to promise Langara protection from the Aleutian Alliance. As of this date, we still don't know what's really happening with the details on Langara, or in fact, if the Aleutian Alliance did come back and try to kick the crap out of them for telling them no. Something that I could totally see them doing. Overall, Langara is a very interesting place. It's a place if you want to step back into time around the technological times of World War II and also deal with a gigantic Cold War, which could erupt and dissolve, and their whole new peace thing could completely go out the window, and there being giant bombs raining from the sky and obliterating just everybody, just absolutely everybody. Let me know what race of people you'd like to have me talk about next in the comments section down below. Thank you to the patrons who made this video possible. Here are some of their names. If you would like to help produce the show and become a patron, go ahead and click right here. And until next time, I'll see you on the other side.